In this video, we will learn about permutation where objects are repeated or identical object. Okay, so maksudnya kat dalam video ni kita nak belajar arrangement when it comes to identical object or repeated items. Repeated items referring to letters and digit. Nombor dengan huruf. Identical object, they will mention exactly identical object lah dalam soalan tu. Contoh dia cakap identical books, identical marbles, means the object is exactly the same. So how do we arrange these things? Our formula would be n factorial. N represent how many objects do we have, divided by R1 factorial, R2 factorial, up to RK factorial. So each R represent number of identical object. So first maksudnya kita susun seperti biasa, but then we have to divide by that identical object. Okay, let's go through the example. So how many different permutation can be made? Clearly we have to use NP here. Okay, from the word, first one, books. Okay, so for books, how many letter do we have here? We have 5 letter, but careful, O happen twice here. O tu berulang 2 kali, we consider that as repeated letter. Alright, so how do we arrange this? Macam mana kita nak rearrange? Calculation now should be 5 factorial, sebab ada 5 huruf, but then we have to divide by 2 factorial because O happen twice. So 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial, our answer would be 60. Senang je. Dia tambah sikit je. Kena bahagikan dengan huruf yang berulang. Okay, kita try once again. For the second one, we have word lotto. So our option is still 5. But then now, O happen twice and then T also occur twice. Ada 2 huruf yang berulang. Okay, so our arrangement now would be 5 factorial divided by 2 factorial times with 2 factorial. Factorial yang pertama, 2 factorial pertama for O. 2 factorial yang kedua untuk T. Saya highlight lah biar nampak. Okay, so 2 factorial yang pertama because O happen twice. And then 2 factorial yang kedua because T happen twice. Kat situ kita kena consider satu-satu. Alright, so in this case our answer would be 30. Okay, kita consider next case. We have the word mathematics. Okay, yang ni panjang sikit lah. Alright, so from the words mathematics, our N in this case is 11. We have 11 letters there. Okay, list down repeated letter. Okay, A happened twice. Next one, we have M also occur twice. Last one, letter T also occur twice. Careful for that part. So for our arrangement would be 11 factorial divided by repeated letter because we have 3 different letters. So we have 2 factorial for A times with 2 factorial for M and then last 2 factorial for T. So here our answer will be 498960. Tiba-tiba nombor je panjang lah kan sebab 11 factorial kat situ. Okay, itu je konsep dia for identical object or repeated letter. Arrangement as usual, but then we have to divide by factorial because we have repeated item. Okay, kita cuba lagi. Okay, next one. Example 20. Alright, so there are 2 copy of each 3 different books. Okay, hati-hati baca kat situ. Copy. Maksudnya buku tu exactly the same lah. To be arranged on a shelf. Kita nak susun kat dalam satu shelf. In how many way can this be done? Okay, so altogether careful. We didn't have 3 object, but we have 6 item, 6 books. And is 6 in this case. Bukan 3, 6 because for each book we have 2 copy. Let's say lah, saya lah namakan. Kita ada book A. Book A akan ada 2 copy. Okay, next one kita ada book B. Also 2 copy. And then last one, book C. We also have another to copy. So how many way can we arrange them? So 6 factorial, because we have 6 books, divided by repeated item, identical book. We consider this as an identical because dia kata copy kat situ, photostat lah kan. So 2 factorial times 2 factorial times 2 factorial. Kita bahagikan dengan kopi-kopi yang ada tu. Alright, so here our answer should be 90. Okay. Next one, example 21. In how many of the possible permutation, okay, of the letter adding, if the 2D are together for the first case, separated for the second case. Okay. Case yang susun together dengan separated, we already learn before, but now this happen for repeated item, repeated letter. Okay, all together in this case we would have 6 letter, and is 6, but then D occur twice. Hati-hati kat situ. Alright, so untuk case yang pertama, we have to arrange so that the 2D are together. So for together case, ingat kita mulakan dengan all possible box. So we have 6 different box, 6 letter, and then D must be together. So D yang pertama dengan D yang kedua, kita ikat sebagai satu tempat. Sebab dia mesti duduk side by side. Okay, so now remaining letter would be on the remaining box lah. Alright, so how many arrangement here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kita tinggal 4 tempat je that we can rearrange the letter. So our calculation would be 5p5. Or you can use 5 factorial. Okay, times with, okay, between the 2D, we can rearrange the place. Kan, kita boleh tukar susunan tu antara D pertama dengan D yang kedua. Okay, so we have to times with 2p2 or 2 factorial. But, okay, remember back, these 2Ds are identical. So we have to divide by 2 factorial. Okay, so now simplify this up. We have 5 factorial je lah. Because 2p2 is 2 factorial. Kat bawah 2 factorial, we can cancel that out. Okay, so 5 factorial, our answer would be 120. Okay, settle. Now, for the second case. The 2Ds are separated. Okay, ingat balik case separated. Macam mana kita nak kira? We start with letter that have no condition. Huruf yang tak ada syarat. Ada berapa huruf tak ada syarat? Ada 4 huruf. Okay, so saya mula dengan 4 kotak. So, 4P4. Okay, to ensure that D must be separated means D can be seated, can be arranged between this letter. So we have 5 space to arrange only 2 different D. So 5p2. Okay, divided by 2 factorial because identical for letter D. Alright, so we have 4 factorial times 5p2 divided by 2 factorial. Our answer will be 240. Kalau dalam example sebelum ni kita buat together and separated untuk susun, saya rasa orang ada brother and sister, I guess. Refer back to the previous example. Okay, yang ni kita guna the same technique, but then we have to divide by 2 factorial because 2D are identical. Kalau kita ada, let's say 3Ds that are identical, so kita akan bagi 3 factorial. Itu je beza dia. Cara kira yang atas sama, tapi kena extra divide by repeated item. Okay, kita cuba lagi next example. Okay, how many different arrangement are there for the letter word arrangement? Okay, arrangement maksudnya permutation from the word arrangement. Okay, all together from the word arrangement itself we would have 12 letter, but then ada quite lot of repeated. Kita list one by one. First, A occur twice there. R also occur twice, and then what else? And then last one would be E. Okay, so we have 4 letter that occur twice. Hati-hati dengan benda tu. Alright, so let's go through the situation. First one, it must begin with R Mesti mula dengan R and then end with E. So we have 12 space. Okay, saya dah buat kotak. Dia kata mesti mula dengan R, mesti ending dengan E. Alright. The remaining 10 space tak ada syarat. So how do we do this? Okay, careful here. We start with the box that have a condition. Kita mula dengan kotak yang ada condition Kita mula dengan kotak pertama. For R. Okay, so from the word arrangement, we have two option for R kan? So our arrangement should be 2P1. Ada dua pilihan R, saya nak susun kat kotak yang pertama. So 2P1. Okay, next. Times with, kita pergi ke kotak yang kedua yang ada syarat. Alright. Letter E there. So we all together we have two different option for letter E. Kita nak letak kat kotak yang situ satu. So another 2P1. Alright. So now, how many option left? All together, remember, we have 12 option. Satu huruf dah guna kat depan, satu huruf dah guna kat belakang. Yang tinggal akan ada, yes, good, 10 different letter. We will rearrange on 10 remaining space. So 10P10. Itu cara dah siap. Tapi jangan lupa we have to divide by 2 factorial times 2 factorial times 2 factorial times 2 factorial. Mana datang ada 4 kali tu because we have 4 different repeated letters daripada atas tu sebab tu 2 factorial 4 times. Okay. Alright, calculate this up. Our answer should be 907,200. Okay. Kita cuba lagi. Next case pula. Alright. The two letter E are separated. Dua E ni mesti asing-asing. Ingat case separated tadi. Kita kira dulu huruf yang tak perlu separate. Because altogether ada 12. E kita nak asingkan maksudnya kita kena susun 10 letter dulu. Ada 10 huruf kita nak susun. Saya buat 10 kotak. Okay. So we arrange all this letter. 10P10. Okay. To ensure E must be separated. Ingat kita akan susun E in between this space. Saya buat arrow banyak-banyak kali ni. Now, calculate together means now we would have 11 different space that we can put letter E. But then we only want to arrange 2 of them. Ada 2 E je kita nak susun. So 11P2. Settle dah syarat? Okay. Jangan lupa you have to divide with 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial. Ada 4 kali. Kenapa? Sebab letter yang berulang tadi. Arrangement yang atas macam biasa, kita tambah extra je. Bahagikan dengan repeated letter. Okay, yang tu je jangan lupa. So in this case our answer should be, panjang. 2494800. Okay. Dia senang je kan? Cuma hati-hatilah. Okay. Kita cuba lagi another case. Okay. Right. Now, the two letter E and the two letter A are together. Tadi nak asing, sekarang nak bersama-sama pula. Okay. Now, don't to worry. Kita mula macam biasa. Kita ada 12 different letters. So, saya buat 12 kotak. Okay. So, 2E must be together. Kita buat huruf E. Dia mesti duduk sebelah-sebelah. Saya ikat sebagai satu tempat. The two letter A also must be together. Saya ikat juga sebagai satu tempat. Okay. Awak nak letak kat mana-mana pun tak kisah. Yang penting awak letak dia side by side. Ikat dia sebagai satu tempat. So now, how many option left? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tinggal 10 arrangement yang kita perlu susun. So our calculation would be 10P10. Okay, careful here now. Between these two E, kita boleh rearrange kan? E tu walaupun kita dah ikat, kita boleh tukar susunan between the two E. Alright, so it's 2P2. And then between the two A, also we can rearrange them. So 2P2 for letter A. Settled. Don't forget you have to divide by 2 factorial 4 times. Susun macam biasa, cuma extra kita kena bahagi factorial tu. Okay. So here our answer would be 907,200. Okay. Next situation. So, the consonant G, M, T, S are together. Okay, lain pula syarat kita. These four letter must be together. Saya buat juga, kita ada 12 space. Okay, of this four space, G, M, T, S must be together. Okay, so we have G, M, T, S. Saya ikat dia sebagai satu arrangement. So now how many arrangement left? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Kita ada 9 option left that we have to rearrange. So 9P9. Okay. Times with, remember, between GMTF itself, we can change the arrangement. Dia still duduk sebelah-sebelah. Tapi kita tukar arrangement untuk between 4 of them je. So we have to times with 4P4. Dah habis. Jangan lupa last part divide by 2 factorial 4 times. 2 factorial 4 times ni memang ada untuk setiap kali lah. Tak payah fikir. Mesti kena bahagi. Okay. So this would be equal to 5 double 4 3 2 0. Okay. Alright. Now, we go to the last situation. The two letter N occupied both ends. Okay, means we must begin with N. And then N also with letter N. Mula dengan hujung huruf N. Okay, kita mula. Alright, begin with the first space first. Altogether, we have two different N. Kita ada dua pilihan untuk huruf N. So, out of two, first one we put on the first space. So, 2P1. Okay. And then, go to the last space pula. Sebab satu kita dah guna kat depan. Means we left with another option that we must put on our last space. So, we have 1P1. Okay. 2P1 sebab ada dua pilihan. Saya letak kat tempat pertama. Okay. And then tinggal lagi satu huruf. Kita letaklah kat hujung. So, 1P1 there. Alright. Times with. Now, we have 10 remaining letter left. We will arrange them on 10 remaining spaces. So, 10P10. Settle. Jangan lupa akhir sekali divide by 2 factorial 4 times. Ada 4 kali 2 factorial. So, here our answer would be 45360. Okay. Alright. So, that's all for permutation for repeated item.